And Matt Blaine.
Hello!
Alright, so you are listening to the Tom and G Show, and we got two special people in the studio here, Matt Blaine.
Yes.
You know what? I've been a car guy since I was a kid. I would like lie in my bed, right? And I would look at all these brochures. And my father would always bring home brochures for me, right? From car dealers, and I would just go through the brochures there, and I like memorize the brochures. You know what I'm saying? when it comes down to the different things that you need to know about cars. So I knew everything about it. When a new car would come out, like a new model and stuff like that, I knew everything about it. Everything about it. But these days, I call in the experts. You know what I'm saying? Okay?
That's right.
All right, so in studio right now, from All American Auto Mall, Jason Savino. How we doing today, Jason?
Yep.
You doing good today?
Yep.
All right, and the handsome man, you want to introduce him?
Yeah, so this is Michael Roman. He is our Subaru service manager. Been with us forever. And
It doesn't look that old.
no, I didn't want to age him there.
Okay, yeah. Hey, classy looking guy. You know what I'm saying? Classy looking guy.
Yeah.
Wearing a tie clip and everything. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah,
I dressed up for today.
Yeah, come a little closer. Yeah, that's good. All right, so you brought him in here.
Yep.
Obviously, listen, people love Subaru. I'll tell you that right now. My friend's got one. My in-laws over in Staten Island.
Yep.
You know, who will, of course, travel out to you guys.
Yep.
'Cause
Absolutely.
Not that, it's just, there's something about your dealership. Nobody can explain it better than you. What is it? It's family run. You treat it like family, right? Is that what it's all about?
Family run, obviously. Me and my two brothers are there constantly. My father's still there all the time, you know.
Yeah.
We really run it, you know, as a family, and we treat our customers like family. And I think almost more importantly, we treat our staff like family and the management team. And, you know, it's people like Mike who have been there forever. I mean, Mike has been there before my family bought the place. So he's one of the longest tenured employees at All American.
Wow, look at that.
20 plus years.
20 plus years.
Started right out of school.
I didn't want to age him, but
Yeah. Well, it's good living and working at a great place. That'll keep you young looking, right?
Well, I'm not too young, but
You're looking to me, but nevertheless.
Thank you.
All right, so since you're here, I might as well ask you some questions, if that's okay with you, Mike.
Absolutely,
Okay?
that's what I'm here for.
Any recalls going on that I need to know about, or what?
Well, Subaru right now has actually their largest recall in Subaru history.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Well, they recalled 1.3 million vehicles for a small little recall, a brake switch, which is not necessarily a safety issue. It's not letting customers take vehicles out of park when they first start the vehicle up.
Oh, I got
So
you.
it's a simple minor repair. It's of course free of charge.
Right.
There is a large amount of vehicles being recalled. So of course, sometimes unfortunately we can't get that person in the next day, but we're banging them out every single day. We're doing about 25, 30 recalls a day just with that, on top of our the regular workload that we actually have coming into the shop every single day. But Subaru found out that there was an issue, and they said, "Hey,
jumped on it."
They jumped right on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, you think about it, recalls sometimes are actually good for the consumer. They take the vehicle into a dealership where they normally would not take the car in for, they go to Jiffy Lube and stuff like that. When you come to a dealership, you're having a factory trained technician look at your car while they're doing the recall.
Right.
And, we know stuff that other people don't know what's going on with your vehicle. So it's always a good thing to bring your vehicle in.
Well, and the other thing also is that when you bring it to a dealer, I remember bringing my vehicle. Look, every car, I don't care what car you get, it's going to get a recall.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Over its lifetime. Yeah. And I brought my car in for one thing that I got in the mail. And they said to me, they go, "Hey, Mr. G, you got 5 other recalls in this vehicle here that we got to take care of." No, it's true. You're laughing, right? I go, "I didn't even know that." He goes, "Yeah, this was recalled 10 years ago." Because I drive a 15-year-old car because my wife goes, I go, "When can I get a new car?" She goes, "When that one dies." It hasn't died yet, so that's the deal. But you know what the secret is actually? You just change the oil.
Change the oil.
Yeah, right?
Regular maintenance.
regular maintenance.
Yeah.
Regular maintenance.
Change the oil. And so now nobody ever told me that, because if I would get the car service elsewhere, nobody ever told me I had all these other recalls on that vehicle.
No, you would never know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get something in the mail from the manufacturer, you think it's junk mail, you throw it away,
Right.
and they won't send it back out to you. And next thing you know, 3, 4, 5 years later,
Right.
you still have that open recall.
Yeah, like one of the recalls was actually a pretty serious one. I mean, I actually brought it in for the airbag, I would imagine. So, but there was a recall about the braking system and stuff like that. So, yeah, you really sometimes it pays to bring it in.
Yeah, and it's free though. The recalls are free. There's no charge to the consumers. There's no charge to the owner of the vehicle. So bring it in.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look at the vehicle and we'll let you know if anything else is wrong with it.
And the best part is when you go to All American, you got this great service department. They got like these chocolate muffins with chocolate chips in them.
Tommy and Marty love to eat our free snacks.
They love
It's
the
always
muffins and
about the
coffee.
food, man. Always
Yeah.
about the food.
Marty will take his car into servicing even when it doesn't need servicing. Right? He goes there. No, Matt, this is true.
breakfast.
He goes there and he'll bring his car for servicing. He'll eat whatever he's going to eat. He falls asleep.
It's comfortable. We have nice,
Yeah.
comfortable lounge chairs there, so it's nice and
then
comfortable.
the service rider will come and have to wake him up.
Yeah.
I go, what are you doing, Marty? It's kind of embarrassing over there.
He's not the only one. Trust me, he's not the only one.
Not the only one. All right. What about windshields? What do we have to know about windshields there?
All right. Well, I want to talk about this windshield
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Subaru has a safety feature called EyeSight.
Okay.
EyeSight is cameras that's mounted on your windshield.
Right.
It gives you a couple different features. It gives you the pre-collision, where it would pretty much stop the vehicle
Right.
before you rear end someone if you're distracted, if you're texting like everyone else does these days. It also gives you the lane departure, where if you're swerving out of your lane, it alerts you. That's what the camera works for.
Right.
This winter, a lot of road salt on the road. Cracks get, a truck in front of you kicks up these
yeah.
rocks and it cracks the windshields.
Yeah.
A lot of consumers aren't aware of if you have EyeSight, you cannot get an aftermarket windshield put on.
Oh,
Because
okay. Yeah.
pretty much the cameras cannot see through this windshield.
Right.
Okay, so we've had a lot of situations where,
Yeah.
windshields are expensive. You go through insurance companies.
Yeah.
It's a $500 deductible. The insurance companies are going, okay, but we're not going through manufacturer.
Yeah.
We're going to go through. I don't want to say other aftermarket companies,
Right.
but you go through an aftermarket company, put it in. The next thing you know, that vehicle's back in our service department.
Right. Because the cameras aren't working.
Cameras aren't working.
Yeah.
It gives you a check engine light. It gives you pretty much what they say the Christmas trees
Right.
on the dashboard. Every single light turns on. Now what ends up happening is now we have to replace that windshield
Right.
with a factory windshield.
Right.
And insurance companies are not covering that. If it doesn't have EyeSight, that's not a situation. It's
Right.
perfectly fine to go with something aftermarket.
Right.
But pretty much every single vehicle now is coming with
Well,
a pre-collision
It's funny
system.
you say that because my older daughter, I'm telling her next vehicle is going to be the Ascent
Yep.
from Subaru, and I was reading up on the EyeSight windshield.
And it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, the EyeSight system, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great, but unfortunately, you have to follow
Yeah.
what the manufacturer specs are. And it's a big issue with consumers where they're already paying $500 deductible. Now you come in your vehicle, you're bringing your vehicle in, and now you have to pay an additional large amount of money because the insurance company is saying, nope, we're good. We replaced your windshield, your vehicle's safe.
Yeah.
There was a situation where his deacon from his church had the same situation.
Yeah.
He had a windshield replaced through a company.
Right.
Comes in, and sure enough, nope, it's not a factory windshield. Does not work. We got to replace your windshield. So we tried to jump through a couple of hurdles, but I was able to get it. Have that issue corrected for him. And I'm sure he was pleased with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about, really, because who's going to know more about your vehicle than obviously the people that sold it to you?
That's what it is. Obviously, you should always bring your vehicle back to the dealership. Nobody knows it better than the certified and trained technicians. But now that, the certified and genuine parts are coming into play with all these safety features, it's more important than ever, really, to come back to the dealership. And obviously that sounds, coming from a dealership, but it's proven, right? This deacon had this issue. He didn't think twice of it. He knows us. He would have brought it to us. We're a little far away from his house.
Yeah.
He wanted to, go the convenient route. He called up one of those aftermarket places. They came to his house. They replaced it. He thought he was doing the right thing.
They should have told him.
You know what's funny? They did.
Oh, they did
They
tell
told him it was a Subaru windshield.
Yeah.
But it's not a Subaru certified windshield where it'll work with EyeSight. I don't
Okay.
even know if the third party knew
Yeah.
about it really, but so it's one of those issues where it's customer knowledge, and you wouldn't think of that, but it's just another reason to come to the dealership. You got to stick with those genuine parts.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah.
And as the cars are getting made safer, Subaru puts out probably the safest vehicles out there.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not going to mention the name of a magazine, but I read a magazine that I go by. I'm telling you, they're right most of the time. In fact, all of the time. And this Subaru Ascent is like the highest when it comes to like safety and all these features and keeping you out of accidents and stuff like that. It's just amazing that even if, you should drive safely, but say, I don't know, for some reason you get a little distracted, thankfully they got these safety features that are now put into these vehicles that'll help save your life.
Exactly.
Right? It really is.
Yep.
It really is so awesome. All right, so tell me about the Subaru Dog Park, Mike.
Well, we have a
Yeah.
yeah, we have a dog park. You know, Subaru is very pet friendly.
Okay.
I mean, we love when you bring your animals in here.
Okay.
You know, I actually have discounts online if you bring your four-legged friend in. I think it's
Really?
like 5 or 10% off.
Really?
Yeah, yep. We love. I mean, we have
I'll
pretty
go
much.
borrow my neighbors.
We have and, you know, pretty much in everyone's office we have dog treats. You know,
Really?
yep. So we actually have a dog park behind the service department
Okay.
where, you know, sometimes you don't want to leave your animal at home. You know, bring them with you. You know, even though our lounge is very nice and comfortable with the muffins and the coffee.
Yeah.
You know, it's summertime. You want to spend it outside. We have a nice dog park. There's a couple ramps. There's a bench. There's some tires.
Are
buried.
you telling me there's muffins for the humans and like little dog treats for the...
Yep.
Of course.
Yep.
Wow, they got it all covered, man.
Yeah.
Perfect for you.
Well,
You got everything.
All right, let's not talk about my personal life, will you, please? Anyway, so that's awesome. That really is.
So-
It's, it just shows how you go out of your way just to make things very convenient, very easy for the consumer, for people that have been loyal customers for many years. I gotta tell you, everybody I talk to about All American, they love it. They absolutely love the dealership. Forget it, Marty. He can't stop talking about it. This guy, he's got a second vehicle over by you guys.
Yeah,
in the
recently.
past couple years.
Yep. I actually
Yeah.
have been playing phone tag with him, so I
Yeah.
haven't connected with him about it. But yeah, he came by. I guess it was 3 weeks ago, I believe,
Yeah.
and got another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still loves his other two that he had
Oh
from
yeah,
us, though.
yeah. He still loves the service department, loves everything about the place,
Yep,
and
yep.
It's just awesome.
Yep.
All right, so let's go back to your history, okay, Mike? I want to know a little bit more about you. Besides, you're a snappy dresser.
Oh,
You're a
thank
handsome
you.
man.
Thank you.
You're very knowledgeable. He's actually very good on the radio too.
I told you, I've been
Yeah.
wanting to take him for a while. You know,
Yeah, you're right up there, my friend.
couple
You really
scheduling
do.
issues
Yeah.
couldn't get him in.
Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm here. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm here today.
That's why I put on a button down today. By the way, I usually have my
That's
All
right. You
American
normally have your
polo.
polo, right?
Yeah,
Now he knows. He
I
knows.
knew
He knows
he was going to
I
step
get
up
dressed
his
up.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he looks great.
Thank you.
So when it comes down to it, when you started, I don't know, what, 22 years ago about?
I started in '98, so you figure,
Yeah.
21.
How have the cars, how complicated have they become? Computerized and
Completely.
Right.
I mean, if you know, if you're not keeping up, I mean, you know, we constantly send our technicians for training. I mean, it's not pretty much wrenches anymore that you need to fix a car. You need to know a computer. Because everything's computerized. You know, I mean, you know, we hook up a scanner, and it's, you know, you have to know that diagnostic
it's
part
time
of it.
to work in there. When I was a kid, you clean out the carburetor, you can change an alternator. I mean, things popped in and popped out. It was very easy. I actually changed the transmission when I was 17 years old. In the street. In Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was only like 3 bolts holding that transmission to the engine.
And one bolt we didn't know where it went.
So you just
and
threw
I
it
never
away.
told my father. But it was so funny because back then my father would say, go to the junkie, here's $50, get a Slim Jim GM transmission, and it fits into a Buick, the Oldsmobiles, it's the same transmission, and get it in by the time I get home. So here I am with my older brother, and we jack the car up, and we pull the transmission down, we put the Slim Jim transmission up there, and it's a true story, we did have one bolt. but you know what, it all worked out, but you can't do those things.
No,
Not even with the transmission, right? Because the transmission's not computerized,
Yep,
right?
everything's computerized. I mean, it went from a regular, you know, gears transmission to a CVT transmission, which pretty much every vehicle has now, where it's just pretty much all computerized. There's no gear changes. Everything, the computer does everything for you. So you need to know about the computer in order to fix something. So there's a lot of training involved. You know, it takes years to get, you know, completely, you know, factory trained, which I have right now. I have 8 fully trained technicians in my Subaru shop. Yeah. Which is a lot. Which you know, so you know, we're able to, you know, cover every aspect of every repair that has to be performed on the vehicles these days.
Yeah, it's very, like I said, more complicated than it was when I was growing up there. But again, that's why you want to bring it to a place that actually gets certified, they get trained, and they know exactly what they're doing. Rather, you bring it to a place and they look at it, all the lights are on, and okay, well, we'll try and figure it out. I remember taking my car to somebody years ago, like 10 years ago, and this guy, he was just like figuring stuff out. Oh, well, I'll change this. Oh, well, that didn't work. I'll change that. Like, what are you doing?
Just throwing parts at it. Just throwing parts. Yep.
Like, by the time you get done with it, you spend more.
Yep.
Oh, but then again, oh, well, you got all new parts now. The car will go another, you know, whatever year. But still, you want it done right the first time. That's all. You don't have the aggravations. The aggravation keep bringing them back.
Yep.
You know. You know, or rather than somebody trying to figure it out, you don't have to figure it out over there where you guys are because you got training. It's totally training over there. Yep. All right, so tell me about the Share the Love campaign.
Yeah, so very exciting. So in December of last year, it was the Subaru Share the Love campaign. We partner with Camp Quality New Jersey, which is a fantastic organization that fully supports families that have children with cancer. and just a great organization. So we partnered with them, and we raised over $60,000.
Wow, that's great, man, right?
Yeah, absolutely
That's
fantastic.
great. That's awesome, really.
And
That's awesome.
so they're coming by next month to have a little celebration, or I'm sorry, next week, a little party, a little celebration. We're going to present the check to them. They've just been a great partner for us, and we're really excited. We haven't told many people that it was $60K, so it's big news, very exciting.
Keep it on the down low.
Yeah. So it's going to change, what they do this year, and I visited the camp last year, and it was just mind blowing. It's a 1 week getaway camp for them, but it's really a support system for the whole year that they have, and I just love them as a partner. So it's been great. So that's been really exciting for us.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, what can we look forward to now? I'm obviously going to be speaking to, I guess Joe over at Ford, and I guess Kim over at Subaru.
Yep.
I want to know what's going on for Memorial Day, but I guess they can call in and let us know, right?
Yeah. I'll get them to call in.
Okay.
We'll talk about it more. I mean, listen, the specials, everybody's going to pound down the customer's throat that there's Memorial Day specials coming up. You check your email, you're going to start to get the email blast, this week from every single dealership around here.
I'm already getting them,
Yeah, everything's about the Memorial Day specials. Right. The truth is, I mean, these programs were made on May 1st, so everything's running the whole month.
Oh, wow.
Some of them will have enhancements, but nothing major. I mean, Ford has a huge trade-in bonus right now, bigger than they've almost ever had. Subaru doesn't really offer that many incentives and rebates. I mean, their product is so strong, and it's so just perfectly priced that, they don't throw some of these programs at customers like that to try and get them to buy. So right now the 2019 Outback is our hottest seller in Subaru. The program is fantastic. Our inventory is right there. It's great. Largest selection around here. So we have some great stuff going on this whole month. Memorial Day, it'll pump up a little bit. You'll get those customers that are going to come in that one day and expect to get the world more than the rest of the month. But, it's just a great month right now in the car industry. We had a couple down months in a row as an industry. And, now it's picking up and ramping up. So
and you guys got over 1,500 vehicles right there, so the selection is huge. There's something you can find, without a doubt, and get a great deal on.
There's something for everybody. I mean, when we have family come in that want a vehicle, the ability to have them test drive like a Ford Explorer and then a Subaru Ascent and be able to compare the two and know that they're dealing with, the same family, the same management team, the same staff. So that's been great. They could really compare. They get what they want, and they have choices,
Yeah. And you're dealing with a family-run organization, dealership. I can't get any better than that. I'm telling you, I love you guys. I rave about you guys. Marty's your biggest billboard out there. He's running around, just tells everybody to head on in there. Give more people where they can find you online and stuff like that.
Yeah, visit allamericansubaru.com, nice and easy. For the rest of my auto mall, you can go to oldbridgeautomall.com. But yeah, come on down if you have a Subaru to the service department. Meet Mike. He's always there. Makes himself very available to all customers. Tries to meet every single one of them. His personal touch on it, and that's what's great about it.
And he's a nice guy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Young guys.
And young.
young.
And snappy dresser.
Listen, he wouldn't have made it 21 years here,
Mike, Jason, thanks a lot for coming in today. Much appreciated.
Thank you. I appreciate
All right,
it.
we got traffic on the next Tommy G. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Man, he was great. He was great.
Facebook Live.